Welcome, Aoife.
Hi, how are
Welcome
you?
to Carpool College Courses.
Thank you.
Introduce yourself.
So my name is Aoife Brady and I graduated with a Bachelor of Law International from UCC, which
Very
is
nice.
part of the Law Pathways programme.
Why did you do law?
To be honest, for me, it was more of a process of elimination. I knew I wasn't sciencey and that I would faint at the sight of blood. I wasn't empathetic enough to be a nurse or anything. So I guess it was just kind of came down to that. I knew I liked arguing. I knew I was kind of more not logical and rational in nature. So law just seemed like the right option. I would say that you don't have to be very good at English, so don't rule it out just because you aren't that creative with your language or anything. You can still be very good at law.
Could you tell me a little bit about the course itself?
Of course. So Law Pathways is in UCC. It's course code I think 301, and you go into first year and you get to experience all the modules in law, and then it's really useful after the first year. Then you get to decide what area you want to go into. So you can kind of, if you want to go to the international side of things, you get to have a semester abroad, or else you can get experience in the actual field of work that you might have an interest in. So you can go on placement, and that's part of the clinical program. Or alternatively, and they're both 4 years, so alternatively you can just jump straight into final year after your second year, and then you'll be graduating after 3 years.
Okay, so you have three choices more or less after first year.
Yeah.
Okay, and then two of which are 4 years and the other is 3 years.
Exactly.
That's what she said.
So you did Law International.
I did.
Where did you go?
I went to the Czech Republic. I think it's called Czechia now. But I spent my semester there in Charles University in Prague. So
Prague's an amazing city.
it's gorgeous. So whimsical there. And it honestly was the most incredible year of my life.
Yeah.
I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it. It's so much more than just the academics, which obviously I don't tell my mom that.
And do you have to go to Prague or are there other places?
No, UCC actually have very strong international links with partner universities in America, across Europe, in the Netherlands, in Denmark and Sweden.
All over the world,
and
so
in
more or
Asia
less.
as well. So there's a huge opportunity to, depending on where you've an interest in going. There's a lot of opportunity to go there.
It's fantastic for the CV as well, though, isn't it?
Totally, yeah. So, I mean, firms, I suppose, really like the fact that you're a type of person then that can set up shop somewhere else and adapt to a new environment and, interact with people from different cultures, and that's something that you can very much so translate to a working environment as well. So it's really good for the CV.
And are you very, very busy then within the course itself?
I suppose kind of face value, you wouldn't think you would be, because there's only 10 to 12 hours a week of lectures. So
that's lovely.
It sounds very idyllic, but there are actually a lot of hours you have to put in yourself, in mainly reading. But I guess the library is our lawyer's lab. Get used to it.
Love that. Okay, so you graduated 2 years ago. What are you doing now?
So right now I'm working as a paralegal in a law firm in Dublin.
Like Rachel in Suits?
Yeah, pretty much. I wish, but without the Prince Harry. By working in Aoife Goodbody, it's a law firm in Dublin. So when I graduated, I went on to do a master's after in UCD in Smurfit in international law and business. And after that, then I did my FE1 exams, which are essentially entrance exams for Blackhall.
What's Blackhall?
Blackhall is where you qualify to be a solicitor and you undergo more training and lectures.
There's a truck parked by Centra and he is just blocking off the whole road.
By no means you do law and just have to become a lawyer. You can go into politics, government, you can go into lecturing after, become a barrister,
There's so many
journalism.
Options. So many options.
Yeah, so it really doesn't limit you by any means.
So a lot of people will be wondering, what's the salary like coming out?
Well, it really varies depending on what area of law you want to go into. In the corporate law sphere anyway, it's about mid-40s as a trainee solicitor and 70,000 as a newly qualified.
Very nice.
Not too bad.
Is it anything like Suits?
Donna, I need the... Oh, also, I didn't have a chance to marry me.
A lot of people ask me this. I guess it actually kind of is, especially when you're working in Dublin and in the IFSC and it's a big corporate world, but not as many Harvard Specters or Mike Rosses that as I would have liked to have seen.
Those photographic memories would be very, very handy.
Very handy for law.
I don't think we need you for anything else.
1, 2, 3, 4.